Hey chess fans! In this video I'm going to be challenging my sister JD Phoenix Girl to a 10-minute rated game, and I'm going to be commenting on the game and explaining every move after I do it. So I'll challenge her. She's black. She's white, I'm black. She played King's Pawn opening. I'm going to reply with King's Pawn opening. My sister is a 1034, but don't let her rating underestimate her. She is a really good player. Just because her rating's so low doesn't mean that she's a bad player. She actually just doesn't play that often, but she's really good. She's a strong opponent. So I'm playing a double knight defense. It's one of my favorite openings because it's solid, and then I'm going to push pawns and move the bishops across. So I'm waiting on her to move. I will move bishop to here, attacking her king pawn right there. That was a tricky move. I'm going to push my pawn because I'm looking forward to a trade of bishops because I feel like simplifying is the easiest way to end the game. She does not accept it. Now I will castle. I'm going to move my bishop to e6 because I'm planning to move my queen to d7 and then target the knight because double defender. I will move my queen to d7 because she didn't do anything to stop it. She has a pretty solid position right now. Looks like she's about to castle. Oh, there's a hanging knight. Oops. That was a pretty good move. I'm going to guard with my queen because pushing the pawn will just pushing the this pawn here will just destroy my position because if she takes, then she can bring her queen in and do all sorts of devastating stuff. So I'm going to guard it with my queen. She brings out her knight. That's a classic move. I'm going to bring my knight into the center. Reason why I do that is because the knight now has so many possibilities to move. Oops, I accidentally pre-moved. I will push my pawn now. Actually, never mind. The reason why I won't push my pawn is because if she takes, that would be devastating for me because then she can take with the queen and it's like attacking my position. My position's completely open. Even though I'm winning material, it would not be good for me. So I'm going to get my other rook into the game. I will attack the knight and make it pinned to the queen so that I can someday take this pawn once I remove the knight guard. And right now we're completely equal. Well, we're not completely equal. The solid positions are completely equal. I'm up 3 points. That's because I caught that hanging knight. But the positioning of our pieces are equal. I will take the free pawn. but I know she can also take a free pawn here, but I'm just going to take it anyway because it opens up some files for the future. Oh, she moved to d2. That was a pretty good move. It solidifies her king's position and makes it so he's safe for any checks. The only problem is that eventually I may be able to do a knight move if she somehow gets her bishop out of the way. I'm going to get her bishop out of the way, or try to get her bishop out of the way. If she takes, then her bishop's out of the way and I can attack her king. She didn't do it. I'm just going to take the bishop. She's thinking about her move, and she took the knight. Pretty good move, but the rook is hanging. I don't know if she saw that or not. She might have, though. She might have done that on purpose. She typed a little yee emoji in the chat. Now I'm going to take the bishop to win material. She has a pretty safe spot for her king right now, but she's not up in points exactly. So I pushed the pawn so it attacks her queen. Her queen is in a kind of a good position because it's guarding the b4 pawn right here. It's guarding that pawn. This one. I'm going to bring my rook to e8 because it's attacking her queen. It's not technically attacking her queen. It's opening up a line for the rook. It attacks the queen if the pawn is moved, which is why my next move is going to be pushing the pawn, because it potentially opens up the file for the rook and attacks the queen if they take, or if she takes. So it's kind of good for me right now because I have a file towards the king and a file towards the queen. So I will take. If she takes back, I'm going to take with the rook here. This is kind of a difficult move if you're a beginner to notice because the pawn, this pawn, the d3 pawn is pinned to the king. So it attacks the queen and she can't take back because this is pinned to the king. So you have to be pretty conscious about your pins because they can become very helpful in your games. This is just getting a pawn, but look, here's another pin. Once I push my pawn, it's still pinned to the king, so she can't take. That was a pretty good move. She attacked and guarded at the same time, but I'm still going to take. She can't take back because this pawn is pinned from my queen. My queen has the... I will take with the queen because that's mate. Good game to JD Phoenix Girl. If you want to challenge me, I might accept your game and I will commentate on it. And even though she lost like a phoenix rising from the ashes, she can always win again and she can always rematch and she might win next time we play.